Hey students, welcome back to another walkthrough. For this walkthrough, we're looking at Chapter 5G, Sports Programs. Let's begin. First, let's download our assignment. And we'll click on Chapter 5. And we are working on Sports Programs homework. Let's download our starting materials. Remember, do not download all files. Make sure you click on each file individually. And go ahead and open your student file. And if need be, hit Enable Editing. So this one is very similar to our assignment that we did earlier in the week. We are going to create a database. We're going to create some tables, and we're going to do some advanced sorting. So very first thing we want to do on step number 2 is display the Valley Park West worksheet, and we're already there. It wants to select the range A1 to J40, so let's go ahead and select A1 to J40. And we are going to insert a table. So we'll go to our Insert tab, and we'll click on Table. Our table does have headers, so make sure that is check marked, and go ahead and hit OK. So now that we have our table in here, we want to set a table style. It says we want the third row, fourth style. So let's go ahead and come to our tables group here under our table design. Let's click the down arrow with the line above it. And it says in the third row, apply the fourth style, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So it looks like this light orange color right here. So now that we have our table created and we have our style selected, what we want to do is we want to do a custom list. We want to sort it with a custom list. To do that, we can go ahead and click on our Data tab here. And under our Data tab, under our Sort and Filter grouping here, we can click on Sort. Here it brings up our Sort dialog box. We want to sort first by campus. So we'll go ahead and select the campus column here. And under the order, we want to change the order to a custom list. And we want to make sure we have a new list. And we want to type in Valley, comma, space, Park, comma, space, West. For Mac users, there are different instructions for you. So make sure you follow those instructions. But for us Windows users, Valley Park West, make sure you capitalize the V, the P, and the W. Go ahead and hit OK. Now we want to create a second level, so let's go ahead and hit Add a Level. And this time we want to add a level by sports group, so let's go ahead and select Sports Group. And we want to add a third level, so let's go ahead and add a third level, and this one is going to be by program name. Once we have all of these selected, go ahead and hit OK. And now notice how it is sorted by Valley first, Park, and then West. Then from there, it is sorted by sports group, whether it's court, field, water. And then lastly, it's sorted in those categories by program name. So we did a sort 3 different levels. So now on step number 4, it wants us to display the sports season comparison worksheet. So we're going to go ahead and click on the sports season comparison worksheet. And it wants us to copy the range A6 to G7. So we want to go from A6 to G7. So we want to highlight sports season all the way down to number of students. Go ahead and hold the Control key and hit C to copy. Notice that the moving border goes around the selection that we are trying to copy. And it wants us to paste it in cell A1. So let's go ahead and click on cell A1, hold down your Control key and hit V to paste. Control V. It wants us to change sports season. It wants us to change that to criteria. So we're going to go ahead and click in that cell, delete that, and type in criteria. Once you've typed in criteria, go ahead and hit enter. And we also want to make this a named range. If you did the previous walkthrough, a named range allows us to use a name instead of a group, a range, when we do our different formulas. In this case, we want to create a criteria range. So highlight A2 to G3. I'm going to highlight program number all the way down to G3, this blank space here. And up here in our name box where it says A2, we're going to click on that and we're going to type in criteria. Make sure you capitalize the C. Once you've typed in criteria, hit enter. It's very important to hit enter so it sticks. Now it wants us to copy the range A1 to G2. So let's go ahead and highlight A1 to G2. So highlight all of this right here. We want to copy it, so hold down the control key and hit C to copy. We're going to scroll all the way down here to A36. Let's go ahead and click on cell A36, hold down the control key and hit V to paste. It wants us to change criteria to extract. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of criteria here. Type in extract. Hit enter. And it also wants us to create a named range. So highlight A37 to G37. Come up here to our name box. And let's go ahead and type in extract. Once you've typed in extract, hit enter, very important. And now we want to make our database range. Let's highlight A7 all the way down to G34. Come up here to our name box and let's type in database. And once we've typed in database, hit enter. And now we have created our 3 named ranges. So just like in our last assignment, what we are trying to do is we want to put a criteria here, which will pull out all of the records that meet that criteria, and it will list it down here. So let's come up here and let's go ahead and put in our criteria. So our criteria is going to be fall as the primary season. So under primary season, let's put fall. And then under secondary season, let's go ahead and put in summer. So what we're going to be looking for is we're going to be looking for fall as the primary season and summer as the secondary season. So now we're going to come up here to our data tab under our advanced, under our sort and filter. Let's click on advanced. And make sure we copy it to another location. And if you notice here, A7 to G34 is our date rating. It says kudos. I'm going to close the assignment. I'm going to come back to my documents here where it says sports programs. I'm going to click on the 3 dots and hit view submissions. And it looks like I got a 99%. Oh, so close. I'm going to see what I did wrong by clicking on the submission. And it says right here I must have did something wrong on step 5. And it says in A36, the sports season, the content was not set to fall summer. What I did is I typed in extract there instead of typing in fall summer sports season. You can go back and fix this if you like. I'm not going to. I'm happy with the 99%. So that's it. We are done with this walkthrough. I look forward to creating the walkthroughs for Chapter 6. And like always, have a wonderful day.